Welcome to RLP Audiobooks channel, the channel that brings forgotten books back to life in audio format, so you can listen to whenever and wherever you desire, whether you're driving, chilling, and even sleeping. Please consider subscribing to the channel and click the notifications button so you don't miss out on any other videos. Now, relax, listen, ponder, and enjoy.
Surah 71. New. Context. Period of revelation. This also is one of the earliest surahs to be revealed at Mecca, but the internal evidence of its subject matter shows that it was sent down in the period when opposition to the Prophet's message of Islam by the disbelievers of Mecca had grown very strong and active. The theme and subject. In this surah, the story of the Prophet Noah has not been related only for the sake of storytelling, but its objective is to warn the disbelievers of Mecca, so as to say,
"You, O people of Mecca, are adopting towards Muhammad the same attitude as the people of the Prophet Noah had adopted towards him. If you do not change this attitude, you too would meet with the same end."
This had not been said in so many words anywhere in the surah, but in the background of the conditions under which this story was narrated to the people of Mecca, this subject itself became obvious. Verse 2-4 briefly explain how he began his mission and what he preached. Then, after suffering hardships and troubles in the way of preaching his mission for ages, the report that he made to his Lord has been given, in verses 5-20. In it he states how he had been trying to bring his people to the right path, and how his people had stubbornly opposed him. After this, the Prophet Noah's final submission has been recorded, in verses 21-24, in which he prays to his Lord, saying,
"These people have rejected my invitation. They are blindly following their chiefs, who have devised a tremendous plot of deceit and cunning. Time now has come when these people should be deprived of every grace to accept guidance."
This was not an expression of impatience by the Prophet Noah, but when, after having preached his message under extremely trying circumstances for centuries, he became utterly disappointed with his people, he formed the opinion that no chance whatever was left of their coming to the right path. His opinion fully conformed to God's own decision. Thus, in the next verse, 25, it has been said,
"The torment of God descended on those people because of their misdeeds."
In the concluding verse, the Prophet Noah's supplication that he made to his Lord, right at the time the torment descended, has been recorded. He prays for his own, and for all the believers' forgiveness, and makes a submission to God, to the effect,
"Do not leave any of the disbelievers alive on the earth, for they have become utterly devoid of every good. They will not beget any, but disbelieving and wicked descendant."
While studying this surah, one should keep in view the details of the Prophet Noah's story, which have been given in the Qur'an.
For this, see the following Surah 7, Al-Araf, verse 59-64, Surah 10, Yunus, verse 71-73, Surah 11, Hud, verse 25-49, Surah 23, Al-Mu'minun, verse 23-31, Surah 26, Ash-Shura, verse 105-122, Surah 29, Al-Ankabut, verse 14-15, Surah 37, As-Safat, verse 75-82, Surah 54, Al-Qamar, verse 9-16.
Surah 71. New.
The Prophet Noah.
In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Indeed, we sent Noah to his people, saying, "Warn your people, before there comes to them a painful punishment." He said, "O my people, indeed I am to you a clear warner, saying, worship God, fear him, and obey me. He,
God,
will forgive you of your sins, and delay you for a specified term. Indeed, the time set by God, when it comes, will not be delayed, if you only knew. He said, "My Lord, indeed I invited my people to truth, night and day. But my invitation increased them not, except in flight."
Aversion.
And indeed every time I invited them, that you may forgive them, they put their fingers in their ears, covered themselves with their garments.
Refusing to look, or listen.
Persisted, and were arrogant, with great arrogance. Then I invited them publicly. Then I announced to them, and also confided to them secretly, and said, "Ask forgiveness of your Lord, indeed He is ever, a perpetual forgiver. He will send rain from the sky, upon you in continuing showers, and give you increase in wealth and children, and provide for you gardens, and provide for you rivers. What is the matter with you, that you do not attribute to God due grandeur, while He has created you in stages?"
Meaning, in various progressive states and conditions. See Surah 22, verse 5, and Surah 23, verse 12 and 14.
Do you not consider how God has created 7 heavens in layers,
One covering, or fitting over the other?
and made the moon therein, a reflected light, and made the sun a burning lamp? And God has caused you to grow from the earth, a progressive growth. Then He will return you into it, and extract you another extraction. And God has made for you the earth, an expanse, that you may follow therein, roads of passage. Noah said, "My Lord, indeed they have disobeyed me, and followed him whose wealth and children will not increase him, except in loss." And they conspired an immense conspiracy, and said, "Never leave your gods, and never leave Wad, or Suwa, or Ya'guth, and Ya'uk, and Nasr."
These were the names of specific idols, named after pious men of earlier generations.
And already, they have misled many. And my Lord, do not increase the wrongdoers, except in error. Because of their sins, they were drowned and put into the fire, and they found not for themselves, besides God, any helpers. And Noah said, "My Lord, do not leave upon the earth from among the disbelievers an inhabitant. Indeed, if you leave them, they will mislead your servants, and not beget except every wicked one, and confirmed disbeliever. My Lord, forgive me, and my parents, and whoever enters my house a believer, and the believing men, and believing women. And do not increase the wrongdoers, except in destruction."
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed listening to this book, please give it a like, and consider subscribing to the channel, and click the notifications button, so you don't miss out on any other videos.